Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ultrasound Workshop. This month we're going to be talking about a rather advanced echo technique in measuring the cardiac output. It is more of a teaser. The workshop in December on the 9th will go through this more in depth, but I wanted to show everyone kind of one of the concepts that we're using to see if I can get anyone else interested in coming to the workshop. So as a background, measuring cardiac output with echo is very helpful and useful to know if the patient's going to be volume responsive. Volume responsiveness is a lot different than measuring the IVC to evaluate somebody's volume status. Volume responsiveness refers to an increase of your cardiac output after an intervention, like a fluid bolus or starting inotropes. And measuring this at the bedside can give you really detailed information about if the patient's going to respond to more fluids or if they just need initiation of vasopressors. So to start this, what you need to do is get to your cardiac probe by hitting transducers and cardiac. And then to get what we call the VTI, you need to go to the Doppler, and the pulse wave setting needs to be on. And this will give you this little box here to measure the pulse wave.
So the first thing we want to do is find an apical 5-chamber view, which is obtained by taking a usual apical 4-chamber view down at the apex of the heart, and then taking the probe and tailing it down so you can see the aortic outflow tract here. We put your pulse wave Doppler cursor right over the aortic outflow tract and hit start, and we'll get a Doppler waveform like this. So this is an example of a 5-chamber view with the pulse wave Doppler marker right through the aortic outflow tract, ideally straight in line with the outflow tract. When you, on the computer, and I can show you this in person, you can put a tracing over the velocity time interval of the blood flow that's being ejected out of the left ventricle, out of the outflow tract each cardiac cycle. The computer will measure and trace it. All you need to do is select VTI on the computer, and then it'll give you a cursor, and you just take your cursor from here to here and select OK, and it'll give you a measurement of VTI, and 17 is near normal. The idea would be to do the VTI in somebody before an intervention, and I would suggest a passive leg raise, which would give somebody essentially an immediate 500 milliliter bolus of blood. Repeat this measurement, and if your VTI increases, then that suggests that the patient is volume responsive. If there's no change or a decrease, it would suggest that the volume you just gave to the body actually decreased the cardiac output. It would be a time to use vasopressors.
All right, so that's it. If you want to learn more about actually performing this and all the actual skills and techniques and details associated with it, just email me or text me or call me, and we're going to focus on this and a bunch more at the December 9th Echo Workshop. Space is limited, and so if you do want to come, just again reach out to me and I'll see if we can fit you in. Otherwise, as always, if you have any ultrasound questions, concerns, or machine issues, just feel free to get a hold of me any way possible. Thanks.